Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Testing, testing. Test. Testing, testing. Test. All right. I don't know if the audio is working properly, honestly. It sounds like I'm in a tin can. What in the world? Testing, testing, testing. Oh man, there's a huge echo. My mic's not working. I don't know what. What is going on? Testing. Is it still there? It sounds like it's pretty bad. Let's see. Yeah, something's echoing. I don't get it. What the hecko? Why is it like this whenever I try to do something cool? Why? What do I do? Hello? Is that better? Freaking technology. That's not better, that's worse. My mic is not working. Okay, could you hear me there? It sounds now like it's picking up on something. So, actually, I don't even know how it's picking me up now. Well, it's picking me up through the camera.
Okay. So I think it's actually picking me up through the camera on the phone, on the cell phone camera. I don't know why my XLR is not working. I really wish I had a sound guy to come over here and just kick butt. So at least the echo is gone. There's that at least. Okay, is it gone now? Gone? It should be gone now. Gone. Why, technology? Why? Why you gotta be stupid like this? You know? I'm just trying to play a Super Nintendo game. It doesn't need to be this hard. So, I don't know what was causing the issue. Today, like I normally do, I just hop on, unmute my mic, and it wasn't picking up anything. Now, this is an XLR mic. It's attached to a Euphoria Behringer box, and the box is picking up input, but the computer is not picking up input. Is it back now? Is it? Oh, that's super weird. Well, it's just gonna have to, I don't know. I should basically have the, are you lagging? Okay. Okay. It sounds like I ran sounds and it looks as if there should only be one source now. So if that's the case, then we're good. I don't know. That's a bummer. I don't know how I'm going to fix my microphone. I've got another one that I could try. Maybe the mic blew out or something. It's not like I'm screaming into the mic every day or anything like that, but my goodness. My goodness. So here's the lowdown, right? Other than the mic debacle, I need to figure out how to, I guess, get more compassion in this. I have zero compassion right now for microphones. Let me tell you that. A dang mic ineffability. It's just terrible. Why's that gotta happen? You know, like something you don't change any settings. I know my kids didn't come in here and start punching stuff into the, punching buttons around and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what went wrong. Sometimes I leave my computer on, but I shut it down last night, so maybe that did something. I don't know. We have thunderstorms all the time too, so sucks that the audio quality of my voice has to be this bad today. And I do apologize for that. I'll try and figure it out later on today. But I didn't want to hold off too much. I only have a small window where I can actually sit and play a video game like this. So, we're just going to have to put up with it for now. Thanks for helping me, Mole, and Smash. Thanks for helping me kind of, know what that sounds like over on your end. Oh, don't be so sad. Hey, look, there's a monster. Let's get it. See what happens. I feel like this thing will be really dangerous, though. Oh, no. That wasn't dangerous at all. That was super easy. Barely an inconvenience. I don't think it attacked me at all, either. Cool, so we killed a sea serpent. Take that, Ireland. Huh? Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the part with the crazy stuff going on. Baron von Wedwing, welcome. We're fighting some gargoyles right now. So I would really love to see some real progress on made on this game. We haven't gotten too far into it, which is a bit of a shame. But I'd really love to see some actual progress. Hey, thanks, Baron. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Pre-orders again; those go live October 1st. Whoa, this is all jacked up. Today's stream is just messing me up all over the place. Let's try this. There we go. Goes behind the little bookie. The little bookie poo. Make this a little larger. There we go. Yeah. Sorry for the audio quality today too. Something's going awry. Not sure what, but as I was saying, you got to go bitmap.news, subscribe to their newsletter, and you will be able to get notified when they roll out new updates. Lots of people asking about content in the book, how much it's going to cost. I'm deferring to Bitmap to roll out the fine details. Okay, now we don't have we do not have a thing. So how does this work? Like, did this warp me to someplace else? I suppose I could just hang around here, but let me grab this. And I guess you can't, not from this side. Okay, let's just take a look around. There should be like a village around here, but I guess there isn't because now I'm in a totally different area of the world. Something like that. And again, sorry for the audio quality. Mic's not working today. Neither is my microphone. Anybody named Mike in chat, I blame you. Actually, I do. Okay, there's gonna be like a road around here somewhere. Oh, hello. There's a little dock there. That's something. But I do have a skiff, so I could use that, but I don't really know where I'm going. So let me pull up a map. That might be the best thing to do at this stage. Because if there's a place you want to go... Okay. So... Are there 2 world maps in this game, or is there one that you're kind of like being thrown around? I am so incredibly lost in Ultima 6. I think I know what we're going to do. I think we're going to go back. I'm going to look for some more towns to talk to folk in. Oh no, the thing is gone now. Oh, you know what we can do is we can get the heck out of here like that. That's pretty nice, because I've gotten stuck a couple times in this game, and having that ability to warp around, that's pretty good. Bah, 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 bah. That guy catches me every time. Okay, now there should be a town to the south. Let's see. Yeah. Basically, come down here. And we are going to go this way. So, Baron, I don't know if you were here yesterday. Your brother actually guessed what it was about a year ago. and I had to play a really strong poker face. I really did. He guessed it was a book. He was like, "What, are you writing a book or something?" And I was like, "No." But he guessed it early on. Unfortunately, poker face worked. I think. Oh, some wolves. There he is. The headman himself. How's it going, Ninja? I guess we'll keep following this path. So now tell me, Ninja, did the poker face work? Or were you poker facing me? He can be intuitive. Sometimes this was an example of his intuition. A figure covered from head to toe with flour. Hello. Grayson Fairleth at your service. As you can see, I turn grain into flour. It's a pretty demanding job, but and a bit messy too. You can call me Gris if you prefer. Okay. Was that French for gray? Gris? I think. Something like that. Can't take stuff from a peasant. That's a naughty. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We have an icon here in the chat. Now let me say this, okay? The inception of the concept of the definitive book of SNES RPGs came from 8-Bit Steve right here. 8-Bit Steve, do you wanna say a few words? Did you prepare a speech? We can talk a little bit about the inception of the project. A few people asked me where it comes from or how long I'd been working on it. I think the concept evolved over time, but this initially started with you approaching me. Oh, there was a treasure chest in there I really wanted to open. Oh, but you did not write a speech? Well, you're going to have to write one now. You're going to have to give us on the spot. Nothing special. Just cats and stuff. Okay, let's talk to some folk here. Oh yeah, I forget. You can't look at people. You got to actually. Not Pokemon. An amused-looking gentleman. Welcome to the cat's lair. My name's Dr. Cat. What? What do you want? Milk, spring water, juice, mutton. Nothing but mutton to eat. I sell juice, milk, spring water, and mutton. Of course, I like to chat with my patrons and indulge in a friendly game every now and then, don't you know? If I have the Snurwitz book, I can learn there are many good games. A nice place to visit, eh? A bit too honourable for my taste, if you know what I mean. Good night, Prince. And flights of butterflies tend thee to thy rest. Oh, are we going to do some panels? That would involve going to expos and cons and stuff like that. I've never done it. Should do it eventually. That sounds like fun. Okay, Mr. Temper was convinced it was a book, but didn't want to push the issue and ruin the surprise. A troll, not a jerk. See, that's respectable. That's respectable. Being a troll, but not a jerk. I can appreciate that. Because, I mean, you didn't have evidence, and I didn't confess it to you. I don't think I did. Right away. And so, it just kind of was like, I mean, this guy could keep talking about books, and I could keep denying it. And eventually people would be like, your poker face is showing. But I don't know. A colorfully garbed bard. Good afternoon. Patrick's the name. Telling stories, singing songs, that sort of thing. Being a bard can be thirsty work. A warrior mustn't let his blade grow dull, right? Well, so also must a bard keep his throat from getting too dry. I was trained in music at the conservatory. There are always oddballs like Mandrake. Who's that? Completely self-taught he is. I have to give him credit, though. For what? Fare thee well. Okay. This guy. A frightened little man who never looks you in the eye. He looks up from his mug. Hello. He looks around at the ground and mumbles, Arbeth. Well, he trembles. He's alright, I guess. Okay, nothing much to say. Bye, he whispers. I didn't get a whole lot of there. The book might sell out in pre-order. I hope so. I hope that's the goal. I hope Bitmap Books' website blows up day one. I hope it just crashes and they can't even. There's just too many people trying to access the website simultaneously. No. I hope that it's very successful and it goes far beyond anybody's expectations. I don't really know what to think at this point. Early impressions have been really positive. There's been a couple people I've spoken with who were a little skeptical about a few things. A white-haired man hunched with age. Yes, he says, bobbing his head up and down. Findle the Spindler, he grins at you. So, I show, 'cause I said so. Silk? Oh, no. Cat work silk. Oh, my, no. See Charlotte. She can, yes, she can. Yes, that was quite a guess. Beautiful clothes. All pretty to nose. He points at you. Bye now, bye. Say hi to Mortrude if you see him. Not very helpful NPCs. I didn't expect Big Mac Books to be involved though. It's fantastic. I want to get their CRPG book. Yeah, I need to get their CRPG book too. I need to get a hold of it. I've got their JRPG one and I like that one quite a bit. I have a couple other ones from them. There's a Famicom cover book that I have. I have their guide to the SNES. It's kind of like an art book. That one's really good. Those skeptical people have never seen a book like this. Yeah, I agree. I've been telling people I think this is going to be a book they've never read the likes of before. And a couple people were expressing concerns about if it was intensely US focused. And I told them it's multi-regional in its context and consideration. I researched multi-regionally, even though the list is games that came out in the West. But even then, that's not US-centric. And then somebody else... I can't quite remember now. Somebody else was asking if it was like an encyclopedia or like a diary. And I was like, it's neither of those things. I've really been referring to its chapters as essays. With through lines, themes that are philosophical or theological or historical, that sort of thing. A finely adorned woman. Hello. She bows formally. Marissa, you may call me Miss Trihoon. Okay. Oh, he's a thread maker who lives here in town. He's a fine spinner. I get all my thread straight from him. No other source would do. That was the quiet guy at the bar. I create garments. Yes, that is much better. Yes, Arbeth can spin spider silk into thread. Clothes fit to see the king in. Oh, he can? Okay, so if I go back there and then maybe talk to him again and see what's up. Hey, James, welcome. It's impossible to tell, honestly, on this game so far. It's really, really, really hard to tell. This is, Hendel. This is, I prepare beef and pork. This is not the same guy. I think the other guy left. Yeah, he did. Well. There are many hipsters that want the Japanese games. Yeah, I'd love to do that book eventually, or a series of books certainly would have to be on the Japanese RPGs, but that's a lot of RPGs. and a lot of them are not at all in English, officially or in terms of fan translations. So that's a lot right there, just like that. Okay, this is where the thread maker lives then. I think everybody's going to be in Betty by at this point. So we're going to need to find a place to camp. Mr. Temper has concerns as well. Cinco, how's it going? I don't think I've purchased any of their compendium books. I don't believe I have. They're like an encyclopedia style resource, right? Okay, how do we get out of town? Oh, there's still buildings. Okay, this has got to be fairly out of town. There we go. Oh, they don't have food. Viridian Games, welcome. How's it going? Oh yeah, 8-Bit Steve, you're gonna have to forgive Mr. Temper. Some of these members of chat are shysters, let's say. Mr. Temper is a huge fan of Koei. I am a little bit less so, let's say. So, yeah, that's where that's where that question originates. Hey, this guy. Silent Man, well, hello there. Do you want to buy more meat? Let's see. I do actually want to buy meat, and the reason for that is the other guys don't have anything. Wait, so how do I... Can I buy, like, multiple amounts of meat? Because this is debilitating. I don't think so. I don't think I can. That's kind of ridiculous. You've got 4 party members who each need food, and you can only buy the food 1 piece at a time. That would be a really simple fix. Ultima 6, The False Prophet for Super Nintendo. And for those of you who are just joining us, I beg your pardon about the audio quality today. My microphone is not working, so we're having to make do with actually the mic on the camera phone that's recording the whole thing. So, yeah, that's where we're at there. Not a fan of Koei. No, here's the deal. Is Viridian Games, here's the deal. Mr. Temper is conflating my distaste for the port of Enindo Way of the Ninja to Super Nintendo with my hatred for an entire company and their lineup. That couldn't be further from the truth because, for one, I haven't played their entire lineup. So I did enjoy Uncharted Waters a lot more than I enjoyed Enindo Way of the Ninja. But as a self-confessed troll in chat, Mr. Temper is thus. So I wouldn't take him too seriously. Nobunaga. Nobunaga? No. Which way am I supposed to say it? What am I supposed to do? We're just kind of wandering. We're wandering is what we're doing from town to town. Look at all that cheese and butter. Nobody's really doing anything with it. Tall man, hello, mein Freund. Mein Freund? His thick fingers grab your hand. Ubermann Kalb Milch. I can't. I milk the cows und make cheese. At your service, he snaps to attention. Okay, that's it. Take care among the British now. Ja, mein Fräulein, und I make the cows. Okay. This is Britain, so, you know. Who knows? There's all kinds of folk. Okay, so we're working on the getting to know everyone part. I feel like I'm not seeing the linearity, like the path through this game. I'm seeing that I can really explore, but maybe I should start treating this like an open world game, rather than one in which there's a through line. A man nearly as wide as he is tall. What? He grumbles. More to the rope maker. I said I'll make rope. He's a pretty good flippets player. Did he just call me a player? He's a pretty good flippets, player. Okay. The strongest you'll ever tug, he says, pushing out his chest. You need rope, don't you? 80 gold. I'll buy 80 gold a rope. Sure. YOLO can carry it. No, I'm not buying anymore. I don't. Gosh. Some pushy people. Flippets. You have a bone on you? We'll play. An old bone or something? Or maybe a hat? A hat! Never played, have you? I've never played flippets, no. Okay. Alright. Cow milk? Cow milk. Something like that. I don't know. I'm missing stuff here. Okay. So, Viridian, now that this took me some streams to realize that this is an open world game. I gotta start thinking of it as such. I was thinking about it being really linear after playing several really linear games. But treating it as open world is gonna change my perspective dramatically, I think. We guys make a fortune off the book. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, early impressions have been really, really positive. I'm hoping that their pre-orders just demolish, just explode all over the place. Let's see. Steve says, the thing with the definitive is the book is a very deep dive writing into each game. Moses, as an author, played through all the games and has a background writing about video games, RPGs. Small guest writing spots for the entire book is written by a well-versed expert. Well, thank you very much. Pay our bills to take care of our families. Yes, exactly. It's weird that they use the word calb instead of cuh. Oh, okay. So is this supposed to be cow milk? Is the guy's name? Retro Gaming over on YouTube today. How you doing? Has been open world since part 4. Interesting. So this is my first Ultima game. It's fun when you play a game blind for the first time, and you don't really know, what to make of it or how to treat it. In this instance, I don't know what led me to assume that it was linear and not open world, but kind of realizing that now, it's like, oh, okay. I'm not as lost as because if I'm doing all this exploring and feeling like I'm not progressing in a linear game, then I would say I'm lost. But if I'm doing all this exploring in an open world game, then this is the game itself, if that makes sense. A frightened little man who never looks you in the eye. Yes? Oh, it's you. He almost looks you in the eyes then. Okay, this guy can make a thread out of spider silk. What? Oh, yes. I could spin spider silk into thread. Do you want me to? Yeah, sure. 'Tis a most difficult job. It'll cost thee 20 gold. Sure. Good, good. He seems much brighter and happier now. Oh, but I'll need 20 bits of spider silk to do it. Come back when thou hast 40 pieces of spider silk, and I'll make thy thread then. Motude. He's much too loud. He looks around at the ground. He lives here in Paws and is a fine weaver. Bye. Okay, so I need to get some spider silk. Now, I know where there's a spider cave, so we could go over there. How much do I have right now? 14 spider silk. I don't know what good getting the silk is, but I guess we're going to need it at some point. You know what? I can actually do this. Warp over to Britannia and get a little heals going. Okay, and then let's make our way over to the spiders. So Ultima before Part 4 was a linear series of RPGs. Not that the series itself was a series of linear RPGs. And then Ultima 4 was just like, you know what? Screw it. We're going with open world. So then jumping into an established series here with a 6th entry, that's a little tricky. What would you say is and this is an open question for chat, what is the best place to start, or where's the best place to start with the Ultima series? Do you believe that the best place to start is with the very first game? That seems like going quite a ways back. There's a little tension there, right? Like, the further back you go, the less palatable it might be for certain players. Like, I've seen Ultima when I've been like, that's going pretty far back, y'all. These guys drop a lot of stuff, if I remember right, but they're real mean with those daggers. At least we're getting a lot of failed hits here, though. Only speak on the NES ones 3, 4, and 5. So the first 3 were even more freeform, to the point they didn't have much of a plot or guidance. So this series has always been open world, or what? First 3 were warm-ups. The series hit its stride with 4. And this is going way back, right? Like, when did Ultima 4 first come out? I know this series is ancient. Oh, yeah, you know what? We're actually going to have to dump inventory. I really don't want to fill up here and like, start inexplicably dropping things. So, let's see. We're gonna... I mean, we still got room, looks like. Okay, and then let's jump back real quick. The rule was open world. What would you say was the first linear Western RPG? This is why I need the CRPG book. Would you consider Dragon Warrior 1 open world? I don't know if I've ever thought about that. Viridian also says you could skip 1 and 2 while 3 was much better. You really can skip 3 as well. Starting with 4 is your best bet. Just be aware that its interface can be confusing. I was confused a little bit by this one. I think it took me like 2 streams to start getting used to it. Just for basic stuff. So there was a lady here that did coins, but I don't know. Okay. Did I talk to this guy? Oh, that's my dude, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Is she gonna let me sell stuff here? Okay, never mind. Only thing inhibiting travel is strength of your character versus monsters in the area. Okay. I only played it once. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Well, where is he? He's supposed to be here. Is it going to be nighttime? Oh, come on. I just want to do real basic stuff. Let's go find the inn. Maybe sleep our time away there. Would we consider, would you consider, like, the first-person perspective dungeon crawlers to be open world or linear? Now, talk to this guy right here. Wake me up in the morning. How's it going, Crash? Nice. I'm glad you have a bitmap collection. Enjoy the book when it comes out. Looking forward to October 1st, which is coincidentally my 14th wedding anniversary. They just so happen to pick that date for launching pre-orders, so I'm considering that an anniversary gift. Quite delighted to finally reveal this book, and first impressions have been looking really good, so I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, Crash. And also, again, sorry for the mic audio quality today. My actual mic is not working, so you're actually hearing my voice through the mobile phone that is also the camera recording the television. So we're going pretty basic today. Would consider dungeon crawlers open world. Are there storyline issues that bar you from exploration of an area, though? Like, seems to be the case with, like, Wizardry 5 recently, where you had to beat a boss, or you had to get a specific item to solve a puzzle on a floor before moving on to the next. There were a couple floors, 3 or 4, in which you could kind of go through them in any order, it seemed like. But some of them did seem to have, like, a specific wall, right? Tetris is the best open world RPG. It sounds like a styrofoam cup today. It sucks because I have a great microphone right here. It's just not working for some reason. It's a shame. Let's see. The original Ultima Underworld, which is pretty much the first-person RPG, was very open. Second Ultima Underworld was a bunch of interconnected worlds, and you had to visit them in a specific order. Let's see if I missed anything else here. Okay, I would like you to buy the things from me. I gotta find the map again. I gotta find the map here. Let's see. So, oh, it's actually north. I'm guessing there's no in-game map in this game. In the SNES port, at least. I didn't have a map in my inventory when I looked. That would be handy. But that's a nice feature that you could talk to somebody from a significant distance away. Okay, get rid of all this stuff. I don't even know. Oh, crossbow. I'm going to keep that crossbow, actually. Let's see. We'll keep that. There's a spell that allows you to zoom out and see all of your immediate surroundings better. That's pretty cool. The Bard's Tale 2 introduced elements that required you to do things in a specific order. Interesting. With a recent OBS update, my Steam Deck stopped working. Ah. Irritating. Super irritating. Yeah, we get rid of a lot of this stuff. This is just drops. Sword, cloth armor. We'll keep the oil, I guess. Not really sure what that's for yet. Yellow doesn't have too much. And we'll keep the sling. Oh, we got plenty of things. No, I don't want to buy the spear. Thank you very much. There's no way for me to see what these are, right? Like yeah. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go to the, we're gonna go over to the spider cave. With my friggin' microphone that makes me sound like I'm talking through a styrofoam cup. I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body? Got a little bit of that Bane kind of echo over the mouth. Oh yeah? It's funny, all of the Ultima fans that I've met were like really obsessed with Ultima. Now this is a game that I think if I'd known when I was younger, I would have definitely loved it. I did not, and it's not like I hate it right now. I'm not there, that's for sure. Out of the way, cat. There's a cat in your way, so you just... Anyway, no, I think if I'd encountered this when I was younger, definitely would have loved it. Even on Super Nintendo, which I played quite a bit of way back in the day. But I don't think I ever even saw it, honestly. Yeah, you killed a cat! Oh, I'm sorry, Gato. He was in the way, to come to my defense. Oh, that other cat back there is like the revenge of cats. Here he comes. Oh, goodbye, cat. Nice knowing you. Got the gold. You can't look right down at your feet, though. Okay, sweet. Are you kidding me? They have a karma score for killing the cats. They attacked me first. But you're just supposed to run from certain monsters that are like non-monsters? How am I supposed to tell? Or is it just like you inherently think that like these are domestic cats just roaming the countryside attacking people? And so therefore you're not supposed to hurt them? Is that the logic that we're going with? I mean, I thought they were wild cats. Thought they were legitimate enemies. Okay, so it's not broken down by class, right? Because the first time I encountered one of those cats... let's see. Yeah, we're just going to follow this. The first time I encountered one of those cats, I was like, oh, a cat. And it walked up to me and started attacking. So I was like, oh, this must be an enemy. And now every time I see one, I'm like, oh, it's an enemy. That's why it attacked me. But you're telling me now that there are enemies that attack you that are non-enemies, or that, entities that attack you that you should not kill because it lowers your karma score. So what? No cats, no dogs. Do they count wolves? I'm guessing this game is anti-wolf, but pro-dog? Gotta be. That sounds about right with some of the decisions in this game, yeah. Where they're just like, you know why? And two, here's the thing with a lot of CRPGs. Like, I get the logic. I really do. I understand why they made certain decisions the way that they did. And I understand why the puzzles, or in this case, the hidden systems work the way that they do. But at the same time, it's not necessarily something that's intuitive. Intuitive would be, hey, this thing's attacking me. It's an enemy class creature. Not, but it's a cat, therefore don't kill it. Right? Like, so it's okay to kill spiders because they're ugly, I guess? Or what? Because they're a regular creature that attacks you. Like, are spiders inherently evil because they read J.R.R. Tolkien? If it didn't attack you first, it's lowered. Okay. So, does that apply to all enemies? Or what? Do I have to wait until an enemy attacks me first? Darn it. Until an enemy attacks me first and then attack it? Or is it honorable, quote unquote, to kill like a gargoyle or an orc before it attacks you? Because it's an evil creature. Oh my goodness. Yeah, taking the initiative, if that's the problem, then yeah, I've been attacking like headless people and stuff like that. I also like RPGs that don't hold your hand and expect you to explore and grind to figure out things. But I like when figuring out things are things that make sense. I love when those things are actually intuitive and not things that seem bizarrely arbitrary that you wouldn't necessarily figure out easily. I don't like that. That to me seems like so-so game design. I don't know. Richard, if you're listening, I'm sorry. But it's true. It's true. But CRPGs seem like they pride themselves on being... Oh, hey, look, a thing. Pride themselves on being abstruse and difficult to understand. Almost like, we all knew those kids in school who, they would learn a riddle or a brain teaser or something like that, and they'd feel real smug about it. If they could catch people with their trap. Like, I bet I could make you say blue, My kids started learning that. I'm like, will you guys stop it? Oh, we're getting our spider silk now. That's good. So is there more stuff here now, or what? Or is this like a one-time thing? Because I could presume this either way. Those are new bodies, or they're not. So I gotta wait for this thing to attack me? Is that what we're going with? Things that make sense. One of my favorite YouTube movie reviews is this kid who is, maybe 10 or 12. No, he had to be a little older than that. Maybe 14. Who was doing a movie review for 2001: A Space Odyssey. And that was a movie I didn't like when I was a kid. Now I love it. But he boiled it down to, in a bout of frustration. Like, literally just like... and he boiled it down to, I just don't like things that don't make sense. Now, I think there's a way in which 2001: A Space Odyssey makes sense. But I also get his desire there, Things gotta make sense. Okay, if I come back up here, does the spider silk regrow? Because this is a video game, right? It looks like it do. So we just got to collect enough of that. Okay, let me see. You lost avatar status at the end boss. Okay, Viridian says if it triggers combat mode, you're fine. But I have to wait for it to trigger combat mode first. Oh, sure, yeah, there's no excuse for killing felines. And like, a troll with a lion's head comes at you with a giant axe and you're gonna clutch your pearls and be like, there's no excuse to kill felines. It's a monster. Only kill the cats in the Shrine of Curiosity. Not that hard to determine if something's going to attack you or not. But there's a difference between monsters and animals. So, case in point right here, then. Do these spiders count as animals? Or do they count as monsters? Because there's a long fantasy tradition, but I want to know what specifically Ultima, for lack of a better term, is going to be anally retentive about. What is it going to be overly hoity-toity about that I don't attack? Like, so these things look like they're going to attack me, but what am I supposed to honorably wait for a spider to attack first before I can kill it? Now, I read the manual. I didn't spot it. I didn't spot that information in there. They talk very generally about some of the virtues, but I didn't see anything else. I would like to know now, though, like, what is this game going to make a big deal about? Because so far it's made a big deal about some things that it can be forgiven given its age, you know, but there are things that seem like they're generally worked out of video games at this point in time. Punishing players for attacking things before they attack them when they've attacked them before in the past. Stuff like that. Attack me, spider! What ho! Not gonna like Ultima. The entire premise of Ultima is being anally retentive. Is that what it is? Oh no, we're poisoned. Let's see. Dispel magic. Yay! Recovered. I am enjoying this game, but I don't like games that are like yeah with some of their stuff. It doesn't feel right. Like, look here, if I attack this spider, is my karma gonna go down? Because the spider didn't attack you first. It's just an animal. That's what spiders are. Now I'm upset. Just kidding. I dropped mutton, though. Was the spider eating the muffin? A muffin. Was the spider eating the mutton, and then it dropped the mutton, and yeah. But I guess most people would probably consider a giant spider a monster, and not an animal, even though it's just a giant animal. So what if I found a giant cat? Do I have to wait for... Okay, let me read the rest of the chat here. Because I'm probably missing stuff. Let's see. I will generally put up with an insane amount of character micromanagement for gear and abilities as long as the combat and navigation feels great. I think there should be a good balance of both. The main path through the game should be intuitive, easy to grasp, but the best game have unexpected moments, key words right here, of delight when you try something and are surprised when it works. I agree with that. I would not say that it's a unexpected moment of delight when you attack a creature that attacked you previously first in the game, and it penalizes you to the point where you can't level up. That seems pretty strict. Used to make up riddles with no answer. Talking about, like, smug people in high school. I bet you were fun in high school, Mr. Temper. Monsters and Dungeons are pretty safe, just don't go attacking everything arbitrarily. Is that, so what am I supposed to do with that? Like, if a bat flies down in normal RPGs, I guess this is a normal RPG, but in normal RPGs, that's like, hey, that's a monster. But in this, if I don't let a giant spider attack me first, I can get penalized to the point where I can't level up. Like, what the... Who... Richard! Get over here. Go to your room. Says things why I can't stand point-and-click adventure games. Sometimes a point-and-click adventure game can have a really fun solution to puzzles, and sometimes you... Like, there's been a few times I've looked up a solution to a point-and-click adventure game, and I'm like, this still doesn't make sense. I have no idea why that works. And it'd be like, da-da-da-da-da-da, moon logic. Now, I don't think that's what's going on here. In here, there's a very punishing system that seems like it's very particular about what you can do or not. If typical people think they're cute, they're animals. Are we going by, like, typical Americans? Because no other country on the planet has disagreed more vehemently on everything than Americans. And guarantee there are Americans who think giant spiders are cute. Like, there are probably people who thought Shelob in The Two Towers was attractive. Why do you think they turned Shelob into, like, a harlot in that one Shadow of... I think it was Shadow of Mordor? Why'd they... Because people are weird. I don't know. So if the barometer is, hey, whatever weird people think, it's going to be hard to guess. I mean, I can know what I would say. I would say a giant spider is a friggin' monster. This is probably going to be the last floor that we need to do this on. Probably actually the last time I need to do this period. Let's see. I'm sure we got over 40 now. Nope. Nope. Right there. We got 88, so way more than 40. Oh no! Spider. Spiders are monsters in-game and in real life. Dude, there's people who keep spiders as pets. And not cats as pets. Like, you sound like PETA. Why would you eat one but not eat the other? Because one is a dinosaur. And the other one is a chicken? I can't even eat a T-Rex if I wanted to. And if I could eat a T-Rex, I would eat a T-Rex. I would try it. Would you eat a stegodon steak? I would. I'd try it. Seems like the sort of thing they'd serve at like a carnival with like a funnel cake, you know? Try a stegosaurus on a stick. Why don't you go and ride on the Ferris wheel and throw up, you know? Okay, let's see. Anything non-mammal. Okay, so here's a great case in point. Now they look like they're approaching me. Maybe they want a hug. How am I supposed to tell? But these are headless and trolls. I'm guessing that I could attack them first without a penalty. But how do I know when the game is real arbitrary about that? If I attack a troll first, is the game going to be like, oh, no, that's not part of the night code? The answer is everything you don't think it will. Venomous animals are clearly monsters: spiders, snakes, scorpions, platypuses. But not all snakes and spiders are venomous, though. You have me at platypuses, though. Like there are some snakes that are just fine, right? And like, so the barometer is just is anything. I'm just not going to attack anything individually until it attacks me. I think that's going to be the safest bet at this stage, because who knows? Honestly, who knows? Okay, let's go back to town, and we're going to need to get some more items. So we will do that by purchasing them one at a time. An unexpected moment of delight. You have to buy pieces of mutton one at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe I should look at the manual again. Maybe they mentioned that in the manual. The point of Ultima is to think about what you're doing instead of lashing out blindly. I can appreciate that to an extent. I think if the game was not extremely secretive about that and not extremely punishing about that, in other words, welcoming towards players to feel that out, to where, say, you don't have to reset the whole game. especially at the end of the game, like Steve was saying, then yeah, that would seem a little kinder. Right now, it kind of just seems, overly punishing. Let's see. Hey, how's it going, Top Hat Skull? Welcome to the chat. Don't even look at the spider. If you can, if you do and smirk just a little. Just a little. Now, in all seriousness, it is an interesting thing to see a game in which they try and design, like all these mechanics and systems around virtues, because that's a complicated notion. It seems like there's a lot that can feel really arbitrary. But that's what rules are. End of the day, anyway. I'm arguing with myself. Okay, let's see. Insects aren't animals, they're monsters. You can just shut your mouth. Okay? I've had an insect for a pet before. Spiders aren't even insects anyways. Gosh, go back to school and tell them your brain teasers that have no answers. Okay? All right. Sell this stuff. I must adapt to the unfair and unspoken ways of Ultima. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error in here. Lots of trial and error. Okay. Let's see. And also they use the word swarthy. Just kidding. Tolkien used the word swarthy. Okay, we got the crossbow. I did buy some bolts. I thought I did. Maybe I sold them on accident, or what? I don't see them now. Is there another spot where it would say that I have bolts? I don't think anybody else is carrying bolts. Nope. Hey, he wasn't carrying any bolts. What the heck? Lord British is always watching. Yeah, so the other day somebody mentioned treat this game like it's an imperialism simulator. I didn't realize they were talking about 1984 over here. Let's see. Okay, here's a fun game. Give riddles with no answer to ChatGPT and have it give you an answer. I think it's at a point where now it would try. Like a couple months ago, it would have been like, well, the answer is 42. Why? How come? Because letter B. What? Typical people. That's my point, though. There are no typical people anymore. Like, if it was the 1950s Cinco Play, and this was like your average white guy, suburban America, then yeah, there's typical people. There are no typical people anymore. There just aren't. Like, that's straight up a fact. Fact of life. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna keep walking around. Oh yeah, Silk. We gotta go to the Silk guy. Everybody's a weirdo, too. That's my other credo. Everybody is a weirdo now. Everybody's a weirdo, and there are no more normal people left. One reason I like strategy games is typically don't withhold information. I like that. Yeah, I like, if you can access and see the info, there's that. There's a way in which, like, the info can certainly seem overwhelming, right? What time is it? I don't know what time it is. Let me check the Fletcher one more time before I leave town. If I can remember where it is. Oops. Bolts. Okay. Are you asking me if I think people who own spiders as pets are monsters too? No, I wasn't asking that. But I appreciate the voluntary information. I do. Oh, it's about to be Betty Bye. Let's go sleep in the Inskis. Oh, this is not the inn. All the buildings look the same, so you know what? That's not on me at all. I think this is the inn. It sure is, Pa. You know what? What kind of RPG doesn't have a little jangle when you sleep in the inn? You know, a little... That's how you know you're getting a good night's sleep. How do I know they didn't just close their eyes lying down on a way too soft mattress that hurt their lumbar? Could be. Could be. You would download a dinosaur and then eat it? Dang. Somewhere there was a great scream of agony from PETA. I bet you would even download a car. I would. Can't wait until I download a car. You know who is terrified of big spiders? Everyone that was involved in developing Vanguard's Saga of Heroes. I blame Tolkien for the anti-spider mentality out there. If it disgusts Lord British, attack it first. So imagine if he... Okay, look. So these are just peaceful cats then, right? Because one of these scratched me. But now they're not. So you just waltz past them. Or am I supposed to go all Jordan Peterson over here and be like, you know, the hierarchies and there's cats and you have to pet one when you cross the street. Is that what Lord... Maybe Lord British is Jordan Peterson. Huh? I mean, Canada, the Commonwealth, there's no way you could deny. I don't know which town it's in, so we're going to... Or which house. We're just going to have to look around. I think it was a house to the south. You know what? Okay. This was actually the first time I ever saw this in any video game. I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds. And they actually had an arachnophobia setting under their accessibility settings where you could turn off the animation for the more twitchy, multi-legged creatures. I was like, what? That's kind of nuts. I should send... You know, I could just tag him on social media. He responds sometimes. Each time we find a creature and ask him whether they think it's cute or not. I think he's said he didn't have much to do with the ports to SNES, which is a shame. Only attack non-kosher animals. There's a way to like concretely understand, right? If I click on the Knights of the Round reward, will I play the Camelot song from Monty Python? I'll have to think about that. I will have to think about that. By accident, not on accident. You're not a typical person, please. It actually used to try by default. Now it recognizes that you're giving it nonsense unless you explicitly tell it to. Do your best to solve the riddle no matter how nonsensical it seems. Sleep jangles. Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. That was a joke. The sleep jingles is a joke. I appreciate a good sleep jingle, though. Right, exactly. You gotta have the sleep jingle. Every night when I close my eyes, I go, and I fall asleep. It works every time. Let's see. Replicator from Prey. Prey, the Michael Crichton novel. With a max HP -1, that's messed up. That's where it feels like the game is laughing at you. Lord British, that was a joke. I just wanted to do a Jordan Peterson impression. And I passed the cats, I didn't pet them, and I didn't attack them. Oh, there's all kinds of twists here. This is how we do. What do you mean my cat? What do you mean my animal? See, and this is why I know now, Single Play, I know now why you always get irritated when I ask people to say what they mean or clarify what they mean. You're like, how dare you ask what they actually mean instead of just responding to their words willy-nilly. It's Jordan Peterson trauma that you're suffering with. And I think you should get a good psychologist like Jordan Peterson to diagnose it for you. Satisfactory has an interactive form ability that turns off all the spiders and turns them into PNGs of kittens. Nice. So that probably did come first then. First time I ever saw it was in Wilds. No sleep jingle. Yeah, exactly. Ariel, how's it going? Thrilled to learn you have the book. Yes. I appreciate that. If we get through next week's possible federal government. You know what, though? I think we're all old enough to know we've survived possible federal shutdowns many times. So we'll see how that goes. I remember the first time I became aware that I was like, oh my gosh, they might shut down the government? And then they're just like, yeah, we decided not to. I'm like, oh, okay. Good job, I guess. Okay, the game. Have you read the novel? The novel's really good. Prey, Michael Crichton. Jurassic Pork. See, I would play that. I'll just look it up online. Let's look it online. Oh, single play started off with, this is my least favorite. When somebody starts off a sentence with, I mean, you can hear the sonic boom from them pushing their glasses up the ridge of their nose. Like real hard. I mean, boom! And the boom is like the sound effect of their index finger pushing on the bridge of their glasses. Let's see. Oh yeah, no. And the rest of that sentence was exactly the quality of an I mean statement. Actually, boom! I mean, you could say that. I mean, you're technically right, but I feel like arguing for no reason. Actually, you guys, I think that, on a normal weekday, you'd be just fine. This is how Single Play actually talks. I've had him on my podcast, so I know. It's like, well, you could say it's a Japanese-only RPG, but it also came out in Okinawa, which... Okinawa used to be a part of the ancient Japan, but today it's considered, so technically, okay! Alright, here we go. Words have power, especially when the word power is involved, like Nintendo power. I mean, see? There we go. Now you're gonna start all your sentences off with I mean. I could consider the content of your response, but it's easier to just dismiss it beforehand. Pro tip. Because I am specifically talking about when you've ridiculed me for trying to understand a person literally and not understand a person through assumption. And there is a right way on that path, and there was a wrong way on that path. You can call it pedantic all you want, but I would love to know, what do you mean by the word pedantic? I'm going to get you with that from now on. Whatever you say something I don't like, I mean, what do you mean by Moses equipped with pocket protector and retainer for that speech? I've known a few people that... Single play doesn't sound like that. But I have known a few people. The worst actual... I bet it sounds terrible on this mic, too. Mic problems today, I apologize. The worst situation I've ever been in with somebody who speaks like that is I was at a Barnes & Noble, and I was browsing, as one does at a Barnes & Noble. And I think I was in the graphic novel section, which alone is a bad move. You're going to meet some people in the graphic novel section of a Barnes & Noble. So anyways, this girl comes over there, and she's like, Godzilla! They got Godzilla here. I love Godzilla. I love when he eats all the people. And then she picks up a book and she's like, living through. She's like, oh yeah. Yeah! She made that noise, I kid you not. And I think she was trying to do the Godzilla scream. The Godzilla roar. That kind of Godzilla roar, but that's not what it sounded like. So I turned around and I fled. And I've never been back to that state since. I left the entire state. You have mic problems every stream? I don't. Oh, you're a mic, aren't you? Darn it. Let's see. Academic speciality. Did I get her number? I was going to be like, I was your wife, but yeah, I wouldn't go that. That's a low blow right there. We don't make fun of each other's wives. We leave that for presidential candidates. Oh yeah, all these hyper nerds in chat are like, oh my gosh, a woman who knows what Godzilla is? I would love to have some of that. You're a guy named Charles. Hey, Chuck his book. They lost a tooth in a magic tournament. I'm sorry. You knew a guy named Chuck who lost a tooth at a magic tournament over an argument about legal cards in play? Oh my gosh. This is why, you know what? This is why I'll never read manga again. This is exactly why I will never read manga again. Okay, time for stuff. Spin the spider silk. A few people in chat will know I'm being facetious, and a few people won't. And you're just going to have to figure it out. Arbeth starts spinning. So on he has finished a spool of fine silk thread. There it is, my finest work, a true pleasure. He hands you the spool of silk. Do it again, because I like it. Should wait outside magic tournaments and beat nerds up for their expensive cards? They would probably think you're one of them, though. I mean, come on. Unless you could dress as Rambo or something and go down there. You know what? It's easy as pie to look up words. It really is. I have no sympathy. You can just look it up. Oh wait, you were being facetious. Oh darn it, foiled again. I'll get you next time, Cinco Play.
I'll get you next time, Cinco Play. Next time.
The tail end of that meow sounded to me like the Lavos scream. So in my brain, I was like, meow. And then I heard... Okay, so I got silk. I think that's the only thing I've accomplished this entire stream. Is I got silk. So... somebody was mentioning silk, and I don't know where to go. It was maybe a meow, and it was a good reason for attacking cats in the wild. Yeah, see, Viridian Games knows what's up. He's like, the only way to know which are the expensive cards is to be a magic nerd yourself. Let he who is without magic cards cast the first stone. Okay. We's gonna look up stuff. I don't even understand the guide, honestly. I really don't. I don't. Cat Warrior Persona's name? Oh, it's Cat with 2 T's and a K. Not in that order. No spellbook is ready because you equipped the thing. Stupid. Okay. Help! You know I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! I want you, please help me. I don't know where to go. That's been the whole game, basically. I don't know where to go. Somebody mentioned Silk. I don't know who it was. I'm going to take a look. Can you beat this game if your karma is bad? We should. We should do it. We should do it. I'd be down. Let's sell figures. Adult action figures. Whatever happened to that scene, am I right? When I was a kid, action figures were cool. Now they cost like $100 and they don't do much action at all. They just sit on a shelf and get dirty. Okay. I'm gonna try something. I gotta go outside. Just be a karma chameleon. Yes! Oh yeah, I don't even have the warp point anyway, so I'm gonna go see about getting that back. So with this whole Moongate thing, does it warp me to a different spot depending on where I drop it, or depending on the phases of the moon, or both? It's dark, y'all. It's getting real dark. Everybody got food now. Figures that run up to like what the heck? I feel like the hijacking of like toys and hobbies by adults has been bad for the toy and hobbies industries. I remember all the really rad action figures they used to make, and then all of a sudden they're like, actually these are statuettes, and you're like, are they? Are they? Okay, now I can take this, get my moon stuff. But that is crazy expensive. We need stuff for the people. Once you know where all the gates go. Okay. Thank you, Viridian. Yeah. Lego, yeah. I remember when they started putting Lego in those like sleek black boxes, so it looks like fine art. And I was like, oh, that's cool and appealing. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute. They rebranded this just to appeal to moi. And, it was a little unfortunate. Like, you want to buy your kids Legos, and you can't because they cost $500 for a small set. Or you want to, you want to get them some Pokemon cards from a McDonald's, and the guy in front of you bought 100 Happy Meals, and he just like is gonna go melt down the burgers into a smooth paste so he can rub it all over his chest while he digests all the rare Pokemon cards that he got. Figures were awesome when you were a kid. I agree. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. Cheap knockoff Legos. Today's a little spicy. I think when a video game irritates me, then I get a little spicy on chat. I appreciate it. I thank you for the opportunity to get a little spicy on chat. Okay, there's some stuff here. this guy. Oh, he's sleeping. Never mind. All right, yeah. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Hey, there's a fellow here. A distinguished-looking gentleman. Welcome to the town of Cove. What can I do for you? Oh, I think I already talked to this guy. Yeah, Armando. Sure did. Okay. You missed me playing Chrono Trigger? Well, I did save all the VODs, so there's that. Let's see. Very specific and personal. I mean, you're welcome to think whatever you want. But there's a reason why I don't have that camera on me, let me tell you. I was talking about a Nintendo. Kid still has Lego sets from a few years ago that were never been removed from the box. Focus has been shifted to mecha models. Yeah, we've saved all our Legos since I was a wee lad, and they've been through like 3 generations now. So I used them, my kid brother used them, and now my kids have them. And I was like, and someday you give these to your kids, and on and on and on for infinity. And the year 3005, you're gonna be like, behold the family heirloom, and it'll just be like a tub of Legos with dubious bite marks on some of them. Okay, now here's what the guide said. I'm gonna try it. The box is empty. No. What about this? The barrel is empty. There's nothing here. Oh, Lord of the Rings. See, y'all are creating this culture in which, let me pick the worst thing and pretend it's the best thing. And for some people, that is like the pinnacle of humor, and I'm begging you, stop! Please! Don't do it! J.R.R. Tolkien is rolling around in his Catholic urn right now. Oh my gosh. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. I really don't know, actually. Adjust the screen. Ooh. Start taking notes. There's no way. I'm sitting in a dark room right now. Yeah. For some reason, we're living in an era where people will like latch on to like a bad game, and they'll be like, "Phew, it's the best game in the world." Nobody will see the joke coming, and it's like, I see the joke coming. Just ask Cinco Play. This is like his bread and butter right there. Let's see. Probably his games are built for that. What about me unironically loving Plock? I remember when I first met your community, Mole. You and Dan and Adam, I was like, wait, are they serious about the Plock thing? Or is this a joke? Or is it both? Might be both. Hey, let's sail in. Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me. Come use the skiff. Come use the skiff. Wow. Yeah! Come use the skiff with me. See, this is how sailing should be in a video game. None of this like, oh, you gotta move isometrically and wait for the wind to blow in a certain direction or some crap like that. Okay? I'm guessing we can't get off until there's a port, though, so we're gonna have to wait for that. You got conned into playing Plock? How does one get conned into playing Plock? How does that work? Let's see. Oh, this music's weird. There's some right odd music in it. Okay, let's see. So we could actually sail down 2 towns. There's another town in the middle of the ocean. We could go there. We're just gonna go to towns, I guess. That's what we're gonna do. We'll go to towns. Oh, stop being in the anti-Koei rhetoric. I would be your one bully, I think. If we were in high school together, Mr. Temper, I think I would be your one bully. Because I would imagine you're bullying everybody else, and I'd be the one that's not afraid of you. And just be like, oh yeah, have a taste of your own medicine. And I would say such audacious things like, the SNES port of Nintendo Way of the Ninja is borderline unplayable. Oh yeah, you can't ban me. No. Not gonna happen. Oh, monsters! Okay, attack me first, just... because you never know, it might be like, that's a turtle. Like, how am I supposed to know that? Attack it. Can I not, like... okay. You can only attack with one person, because it's a skiff, y'all. It's a skiff. A skiff to the foes of Mordor. Why not use this boat? Long as my father, the steward of Gondor, kept the forces of Mordor at bay, by the blood of our people, are your lands kept safe? Yeah, there's boats over there. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm nowhere near my destination. Okay. They should stop. Yeah, they should stop being honest. Well, after all this free speech debate, you're actually going to talk about censoring me for my adequate and normal distaste for Nintendo Way of the Ninja, which is clearly topping, best of lists across the entire span of human history. It's not at all an audacious thing, right? Right? Huh? I see that wink emoji. We'd have been best friends in high school? Are we best friends now? That's the clincher. Boat looks like a cheap door. I don't even remember what I said for the anti-Koei rhetoric. That's how forgettable Nintendo is. Like, I'll just say one thing off the cuff. I can't see, so we're going to go back here. And then I have to find my way out of town so that I can camp, because you can't camp in town. The magistrate will be very sore about that. Bum, 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 bum. Right around here or something. Aw, bestie. Aw. Okay, if you want to be besties, rule number 1 is you can't be crying every time I mention I don't like a video game. I don't hate Nintendo is a little rough, but pretty unique. It is unique. I'll give you that. Besides for the fact that it's like almost identical to everything else that Koei ever put out. Just kidding. That was messed up. But it's certainly unique in the Super Nintendo canon. Was I supposed to pick up the boat? Because I didn't. It's probably gone now. Yep. Gotta remember to do the basic things that they would now make automated in an RPG. Gotta remember the realism. This looks like a boat place. Let's go talk to the boat lord. A man with sea blue eyes and a warm smile. Welcome, friend. Here for lodging this fine day. Timothy! He flashes a friendly smile and nods. I am innkeeper. 'Tis a busy one, this job that is. I find it rewarding, though, meeting friendly faces. Maybe you want a room, eh? 20 gold for you to stay and have a meal. No, I already slept on the ground. I'm named after my uncle. He was a kind soul. I forgot to ask about his stupid uncle. Timothy! Sir Timothy Anders Daverstock. He was a famous knight in these parts. He was really courageous. He once held off a score of men while his own fled to safety across a bridge. Bridge. Oh. Hey, what's up, Leland Creations? How are you? Thanks for joining us today. We're playing Ultima 6 on Super Nintendo. Nindo and Hyrule Warriors are practically the same game. I was watching a Twitch stream the other day and another chatter genuinely referred to Sonic 06 as an RPG. So let me be a little transparent here if I can. Partly what influenced me to write this RPG book and see it through to completion is the vast and sinister, I'll say, confusion, if you like, over the term RPG. I have not encountered any other genre that is more bizarrely interpreted and described and defined than RPGs. I've met people who have told me that an RPG is any game with a sword in it. I have had people tell me that an RPG is a game where you buy stuff. I kid you not, these are real people. An RPG is a game where you buy stuff. Okay, so SimCity 2000 is an RPG. Like, what? An RPG is any game with a medieval setting. An RPG... there's a lot. The worst one is an RPG is a game in which you literally play a role. I'm like, okay, then my favorite RPG is Super Mario Bros. 3. And they're like, great. And then they move on with their lives in a very confused state of being. But I've never played Sonic 06. So wait until you see the book. The whole book is just 555 pages of rage against Nintendo. Hello, maid. How goes it? They call me Wander. I'll make you happy. If we can find somebody's problem. Oh, I'm glad to tell you how I got my nickname. Sounds like I piqued your interest. Please come back when you're tired. Well, that seems a little sus. A bemused-looking gypsy. If you were looking for to get your fortune told, you came to the right place. I'm a gypsy. I tell fortune-telling. I got this fine set of fortune-telling cards. For just 2 gold, I'll tell you your fortune. What do you say? Sure. Alright, this card, she's at the tower. That means you're gonna go into a real big building soon. Pretty good, huh? Maybe you want a better card, though. No, I don't want to pick again. I don't. Hey, thanks. Hey, you'll come back again soon, huh? The best impression of the gypsy accent I've ever heard, I think it was Peter Sellers. Oh, now I gotta look it up. Yeah, it was Peter Sellers. On that one episode of the Muppet Show. Because how could I argue? The dedication to this shtick demands. You should write your own book about the beauty of Koei games. You could. And you could call it The Koei Cursed, Uncursed by Ninja Temper. Because you'd have to use a pen name for that. It would destroy your public reputation. Hey there, welcome to our humble caravan. You look like a bold warrior. Would you like to spar a bit for practice? Pulling a couple of sticks from his belt, the gypsy hands you one. You fight with them as if they were swords for a while. After you finish, he comes over and puts his arm around your shoulder as he gives you a few pointers on fencing style. You're not sure, but you think perhaps you felt a slight tug at the pouch you keep your coins in? Ah, it's messed up. Andreas, Prince of the Gypsies. I live the carefree life of a gypsy, traveling hither and yonder. We have all our talents. I myself happen to have two. I'd be glad to show you sometime. I'm not going to spar you. Would you like to be a gypsy too? Sure, fine thing to dream of, but one such as you could never be a gypsy. Okay, fine. Well, thanks for stealing my gold. Reinforcing stereotypes here, I see. Okay, where are we now? The King's Way. Alright. Hello. No, talk. A well-armored guard. Hello, can I help you with something? I'm not allowed to give that information. Oh, yes. A single shrine have we liberated. The gargoyles fight like diamonds. Diamonds? I'm not a certain resemblance. Okay, so these guys kind of all say the same thing, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Good boy. Oh yeah, Ariel, that's right. You're into the Muppets. Yeah, that's a good episode. Whilst I recite the opening soliloquy from Shakespeare's Richard III, whilst and at the same time dressed as Queen Victoria and carrying chickens. One about the good is, would you consider Sweet Home on the NES an RPG or survival horror? So I've not played it, unfortunately. I've heard it described as both. I've heard it is described as a survival horror RPG or just a horror RPG. But I really am pro-hybridization in RPGs. I think it's good when RPGs experiment with other genres, stuff like that. I think it's great. Public reputation can only increase. You can all have more than nothing. I haven't played Sonic 06 because I can't say that either. But I don't know when y'all are kayfabing in here, so. Limeblade's Demon on SNES system. Okay, we'll figure out what's going on here. They got cannons and such. Okay, we'll do the main road. Oh, hello. What is this? Find honor. Can I just... Well, no, you're not supposed to take anything. Probably get me thrown out here. Keep order throughout Britannia. No. A charming fellow. It's been too long. Mandrake. They were just talking about you in the other place. I visit all taverns. The blue bottle serves Fraser's Folly, the finest juice in all Britannia. Oh, I did talk to this guy. Too honest a town to be much fun, but some fine people live there. You should have Penumbra tell your fortune sometime. She has strange powers. I spread important news throughout the realm. Yeah, I did talk to this. Now, why would it not prompt me to tell him about us clearing the gargoyles from that previous shrine? I have heard that about Sweet Home, with some DNA trickling down. A Smash Mouth? JRPG. Title of it could be Hey Now You're an All-Star, Rebirth 7 / HD Mix HD 2D F. I think that's a great title. Sultry Woman. Hello, hello, stranger. What can I do for thee? Some call me Emanuele. Others call me something else. Perhaps sometime I will tell you. There's a lot of sus people down here. I raise horses. I think you get the idea. Come back again. She blows you a kiss. Somehow it feels worse than when there's flirty women in bars in a Final Fantasy game. Welcome to the Fool's Paradise. It's Lawrence. What do you want? I will take some mutton. I guess. For Shamino, he likes the muttons. I sell food, beverage, and so on. A golden-haired young man. Hey, the Avatar! You've come to me to aid thee in thy quest. What an honor. Come by my shop when I'm open. Come by my shop when I'm open. I'm just a weaponsmith, and only a journeyman at that. My name's Brandon, and I'm honored to meet thee. Just a few years ago, I was a simple apprentice. Now I supply arms to all of Trinsic. Goodbye, Avatar. Have a nice trip. Oh no, I accidentally went to the inventory. A shifty-eyed man with a strange smile. He smells of rancid grease and cooking smoke. Hello. My name is Sandstone Angus. Most folk call me Sandy. I cook for Lord Whitsedair. He especially likes my recipe for fish in dill sauce. He is the Lord of Trinsic. Goodbye. Alright, so I'm talking to a lot of people, and I don't feel like I'm really getting any key information or getting a sense of what the game wants me to do. You know what I mean? Gotta go. Thanks for the stream and the insults. You're welcome. Come back for more next time. And make sure you come stocked, too. If you're going to come and receive insults, you got to bring some to share with the rest of the class. That's exactly what I'm doing, is going and exploring. I've been doing that for 2 hours. I am a farmer. I guess that's key information. Let's see. Even smashed her mouth. Explore even more. Literally what I'm doing at this exact moment. Have you played this, Mr. Temper? A balding but distinguished man. Welcome, Avatar. I am Lord Whitsaber, mayor of this honorable town. I am entrusted with an honor above all others, that of governing Trinsic, the town of honor. Is it honorable, though? Every citizen of this fine town strives every day to be a living example of honor. Of course, thine own example guides us all, Avatar, with honor. The rune of honor? Why, 'tis on a pedestal in the center of town. Even though the rune is our most prized possession, we do not guard it. And dost thou know why not? I don't know. Oh. He seems disappointed somehow. I guess I was supposed to say no. Ow. Because Trinsic is the town of honor. None here would be dishonorable enough to steal it. 'Tis an honor to give the rune to you. Hey! Something happened! We found the guy. He was on the docks. That's not where I would have looked for him. But we found the guy. Out of the way, birds. I'm going to take this. Hopefully the game communicated to this guard that I can just take this. Yeah, sweet. Got the Rune of Honor. Now we got to find the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Oops. Let's see here. There's got to be a shrine around here somewheres. I see one. Alright. We are using a map, because maps are rad. They didn't ruin your day?
Well done, my friend, well done.
We did it. We found the mayor in the most nondescript area that he could have been, and sought his permission for the rune. Happy about that. So many treasures not to open. You know, I was railing about it earlier. It is again, I'll say this, it is very fascinating to try and build systems around notions of virtue. How successful this game, this port specifically, is at doing that, I don't know exactly, but it is very interesting. I'm going to have to go pretty soon, so we're going to rush down to where the gargoyles are and see if we can't do battle. To make sure we save here, because stuff happened. Ah! Alright. Stupid bugs. Okay, dispel magic on Dupre. No! Oh shoot, that's a lot of them. Okay, so we're probably gonna bite it here. But hey. Yeah. Okay. At least we know where to go. Where to go. Oh, are we talking about Exodus Journey from the Promised Land? The Wisdom Tree game? Hey, don't hate, okay? Don't be jealous, because I actually have I actually have my own video game that shares my namesake. Pretty happy about that. That's probably the most playable Wisdom Tree game, because a lot of them are pretty bad. That's it, right there. I don't have a copy of that one. I have a copy of King of Kings, I think. That one's just a platformer. One of the few games where I actually got to use my theology degree for something. Okay, so we did die. Spiritual Warfare is okay. It's not bad. It's a Zelda clone. That one is pretty good. Super Noah's Ark is pretty good. Like, the platformers are okay. There's no one game that's like, oh, this is great. They're all definitely propaganda and stuff. Anyway. Jojo Verdejo. I'm so sorry. I'm actually getting off of the stream right now. I gotta go pick up my kids. I appreciate you coming. Everybody, make sure you check out the new book. This is the definitive book of Super Nintendo RPGs. Pre-orders will go live October 1st. It is being published by Bitmap Books. You need to go to bitmap.news and subscribe to their newsletter. And they will push out more info in the time being. Or in the coming days, I beg your pardon. In the time being, or meanwhiles, you can go to Time Extension 64. A British news site. They just put out an article on the book summarizing some of the content. So we're kind of doing a slow drip here. There will be more content in the coming days. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this coming out. I've waited a long time to be able to talk about it. Super happy for it. Do you have to read this book? Yes, you do. It is, the title of the book is The Definitive Book of Super Nintendo RPGs. Not the mediocre book of Super Nintendo RPGs. Not the suggestible book of Super Nintendo, but the definitive book of Super Nintendo RPGs. If you only read one Super Nintendo book ever, if you only read one RPG book ever, this is the one. They got Jared Leto's Joker, and Kidney Stone are on the cover. jokes aside, I really love this cover. This was done by Steven Sitton. He also goes by Stumpy Fongo. He's a professional artist. He's done art for like Blizzard and Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. He took the time to put together this amazing piece for us. 3 villains. Plan for the next volume is 3 heroes. I'm not sure who I'll pick, but it'll be something. It'll be someone. Like, my brain wants to be like Gino, Ness, and Dark Knight Cecil. But I don't know. Cecil, if you're one of those. Oh, we're not going to do more villains now. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll be on again at 1 p.m. Central. Tomorrow I might be able to stay longer, too. I think my kids are off school tomorrow. So, yeah. And we're going to take a family vacay to the Alamo pretty soon. That'll be fun. Maxim. See, I'm trying to pick heroes that don't just look like a guy with colored hair and a sword. That's my thing that I'm trying to avoid. So picking characters that have very distinct looks to them. Like for this, I wanted these 3 characters to not at all be confused with each other. There's no way you could think Kefka is Miria or Miria is Lavos. Some people didn't even recognize Miria at all, so that was good. Terra, yeah. I mean, definitely gotta get one of the Final Fantasy heroes on there, at least. And I don't want to reuse... And I don't think that was it, because I thought of Terra, but then I don't want to have a Final Fantasy VI reference on the second cover, because we got one on the first. Or maybe I do. I don't know. That's a ways off. Do the Uncharted Waters care? Yeah, sure. I thought about a T-Rex, because EVO, Search for Eden. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Just like a T-Rex, Dark Knight Cecil, and Ness. Like, those characters look dramatically different from each other. There's no way. Alright. Hey, I'll talk to you folks tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have the mic set up better by then. I don't know what happened today. Mic was not working. I apologize. I know it sounds like I'm talking into my hands. But that's the way it goes, my friends. I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.